Hello and welcome to this history tutorial on economic recovery in Germany between 1924 and 29. This is for Edexcel GCSE Weimar and Nazi Germany. Today we will cover the work of Stresemann, which included the introduction of the Reichsmark and policies such as the Dawes Plan and the Young Plan. We'll also examine the impact these policies had on the German economy. In the early 1920s, the new Weimar Republic had suffered some serious economic problems that could be traced back to defeat in the First World War and the harsh peace terms of the Treaty of Versailles in 1919. These problems came to a head in 1923, with the French occupation of the Ruhr and the period of hyperinflation that followed, which made German money almost worthless. Fortunately for Germany, in August 1923, President Ebert appointed Gustav Stresemann as his new Chancellor and Foreign Secretary. Although Stresemann resigned the Chancellorship in November 1923, he remained as Foreign Secretary until 1929. Stresemann's most important work was in economic and foreign policy. Stresemann's main objective was to make the political situation in Germany more stable. He hoped that by stabilising the economy and regaining respect for Germany in foreign affairs, Germans would feel more confident with the Weimar Republic. This way, he hoped to unite most Germans behind moderate political parties and reduce support for the extreme political parties like the NSDAP and the Communist Party. To tackle the problem of hyperinflation, one of the first things that Stresemann did was introduce a new bank, the Rentenbank, in November 1923. This issued a new currency, the Reichsmark. The supply of these notes was strictly limited. Their value was tied to the price of gold, and they were backed by German industrial plants and agricultural land. Therefore, the currency had real value. In August 1924, a newly independent national bank, the Reichsmark, was given control of this new currency. It was renamed the Reichsmark and was backed by Germany's gold reserves. German money was now trusted at home and abroad, and hyperinflation was at an end. This allowed German businesses to recover and led to improvements in employment. In April 1924, Stresemann then agreed to the Dawes Plan. Under this plan, reparations were temporarily reduced to 50 million per year, and Germany was lent 800 million marks to invest in industry and commerce. All of this improved the Weimar Republic's economy, much to the benefit of working class and middle class Germans. Industrial output doubled between 1923 and 1928, passing pre-war levels. Employment, trade, and income from taxation increased. Most Germans were reassured, and this strengthened the Weimar Republic politically. However, the extreme parties were furious that Germany had again agreed to pay reparations. It's also important to remember that the fragile economic recovery depended on American loans, which also had to be repaid. 5 years later, Stresemann made further progress with reparations when he agreed the Young Plan. The Young Plan reduced the total reparation debt from 6.6 billion to 2 billion. Germany was also given an additional 59 years to pay. Again, the extreme political parties were furious. Hitler said that extending the length of payments was passing on the penalty to the unborn. There were definite drawbacks, as the annual payments were still 50 million per year and they were now stretched out to 1988. However, the Young Plan was also a sensible measure. Lower reparation payments allowed the government to lower taxes on ordinary German people. Lower taxes meant people had more money to spend, and this boosted German industry, creating more jobs. Most Germans saw the Young Plan as a success. A referendum held in 1929 resulted in 35 million Germans in favour of the Young Plan, about 85% of those who voted, showing that most Germans were now more confident in the Weimar Republic. In summary, Stresemann was able to bring about economic recovery in Germany between 1924 and 29 by introducing a new currency, the Rentenmark, which brought hyperinflation to an end and helped stabilise the German economy. Agreeing the Dawes Plan, which temporarily reduced reparations to 50 million per year and lent Germany 800 million marks to invest in industry and commerce. and also agreeing the Young Plan, which reduced the total reparations debt from 6.6 billion to 2 billion and gave Germany an additional 59 years to pay. To get further help, visit history.outwood.com, see your teacher in school, or check out quiz.outwood.com for those sweet revision quizzes. You can also follow the History Humanities team on Twitter at OGAT Humanities. Until next time, that was a little bit of history.